Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to a very sunny Donington Park. Today is the final day of testing before race day tomorrow. We're here with the JJ Performance Race team. We've actually got two Clios running today. I've got my new Oppo Gareth, who's going to show me the ropes hopefully. So we've got a busy day of testing. I'm going to take you behind the scenes as much as I can. We're just warming the cars up. I'm literally on my first session in about 10 minutes time. We've got 4 30-minute sessions throughout the day. This should be a good one. Roll the titles. Welcome guys, our first session. The plan is what, 5 laps?
5 and in, we'll check the tyres. Get your brain woken up a little bit.
Okay guys, so this is session number 2. The big thing you'll notice is there's no passenger seat. So the idea, we've now got Mark in the other Clio with Gareth, so I'm going to follow them and just try and follow their lines, watch their lines, get used to the car. So we've had 2 sessions now. The first session I had Mark in the car, basically just getting me up to speed with the circuit. There's very different rules of etiquette on a test day. So, you know, when we come up behind a slower car, he goes, go on, shoot one up the inside and kind of go past him. So I'm starting to get some experience of what it's going to be a bit like tomorrow on race day. Car's performing really, really well. I then had a second session with just me in the car, and Mark in the other car and following lines, and then trying to keep up with some of the other cars, the top runners. They're so fast, but you know, I'm feeling more and more confident as time goes by. I'm still got a bit of a bogey corner in Redgate. I've still got lots of work to do on that, but the very cool thing, which is just about to go on the car, new Yokohama rubber, and we're gonna basically bed these rear ones in preparation for tomorrow in the next session, I think. So just to kind of get them through a heat cycle. But yeah, we've got a full team garage going. It's going good so far. So this is a really good example why you need a race day support from a mechanic who really knows the cars inside out. So as I came in from that second session, I just couldn't get the gear selector into first gear. So we're just trying to find first. Hopefully it's still in the car somewhere. So we've had a bit of a challenge with the car. We've kind of lost first gear. So we're just doing a bit of a test to see if it's going to be possible for me on race day to pull away at the start in second gear. Mark's going to basically try a bit of a test in front of my new sponsor Polysports, who are very kind to give me my Yokohama tyres. So basically the idea would be, I guess, to take the revs up much higher than you normally would. He's doing another one up there, and just see what the bite point needs to be. That looks better. Bit of clutch. Just a little bit of clutch smell, but yes, huge thanks by the way to Polysport.com. They have supplied me with my Yokohama race tyres this weekend. Huge thanks to the guys. I've even got a nice cap, and my lovely race car is now covered with Yokohama branding, so that's absolutely excellent. But I think we might need to change the clutch in here as well as the gearbox.
Oh, definitely getting better, mate. Started to get hooked up for the bit that I want, which is that flow. Yeah. You know, using all the track because the car needs it, nailing those apexes. The telltales that it's going right.
You guys alright?
Yeah, the front's over, John.
Sorry?
Oh, the front tyre's over.
Rear. Like one's in the front.
No, spot on.
Okay, let's go.
That's a million times better.
So steady in. Power on early. Let it go, let it go. Try and restrain yourself, Joe. Try and restrain.
I'm learning on race weekend there's lots of hijinks.
It's just this old man can't keep his hands off me.
So then, Yoda,
Yes?
our time has come to an end.
It
That
has
was the
indeed.
last session with you in the car with me.
Yes.
So-
Yeah, it's all
so-
solo flying from here on.
We've had 3 sessions so far today, 2 with Mark and 1 solo.
Yeah. Another solo to come.
1 more solo to come. We have a minor problem with the car.
You broke it?
Yeah, it's only got, well, it's got gear missing basically, first gear.
It's not an important gear.
No, so we're going to have to change the gearbox. I'm going to learn how to change the gearbox in a moment. So how's it gone?
I would say that's as good as it can be. I mean, we've put so much into such a small time scale. Any more is just going to overload your mind. What we've done, you've taken on board and you've applied it well.
Yep.
That last session we just did, you know, really hooked up, lovely flow around the majority of the circuit. You've still got a couple of corners that are fighting you a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think as you relax into it in your last session, just flow around the circuit.
Yeah.
You'll be as ready as you can ever be for tomorrow.
It'll be a big day tomorrow.
It's a big day tomorrow. Try not to build it up too much in your mind. Just go back out tomorrow and do what you've done today.
Good.
You know, that's a really promising run that you've just done. Lap times are looking incredibly good.
Yeah.
Especially with a bit of extra ballast in the car.
Yeah.
And you me. So you know, I think we've got high hopes for tomorrow. Either way, it's going to be a.
I couldn't have been prepared any better. So I have to,
no problem at all.
This guy's, honestly, I've put all his details below. If you are currently racing and you want to go faster, remember, speed is a consequence of accuracy.
That's only lesson one.
Yeah.
That's all we've had a chance to cover.
We've done lesson one.
We haven't had a chance to do the rest.
So one more session.
They're talking rubbish, don't listen to them.
And also, just a quick, I mentioned about my kind of, you know, nice tyres from Polysport. We've got some lovely Yokohama branding on the car. Very cool. So we'll go on, get out on track in a minute.
Keep going.
So we're getting ready for scrutineering. These are the things you're learning. So I've basically got a tyre form here. So you have to nominate the tyres you're going to use over race weekend. So we've basically got 4 new tyres that we've scrubbed in today, plus another set of tyres that are reasonably good. So we basically just all the tyres have got barcodes on them. So we're just capturing the barcode so that when we finish the next session, I'm going to go to scrutineering and get the car scrutineered. But this is part of that scrutineering form. These are all the things you learn when you haven't done a race weekend before. Ginger Baker.
Hello.
Mate. So if you are one of the peddler crew that does lots of comments, you will always see this guy. You normally put about 5 comments.
I do try to get involved,
Yeah.
yes
We
I
need
do.
to say hello to Kate.
Hello, Kate.
Yeah, because she's not here. He's having a great time. So this guy, just awesome. Dropped the truck off this morning and then drove via Donington on his way home just to come and say hello.
That's
absolute
where we roll.
legend. Absolute legend. Brilliant to see you. So hopefully we'll get some more of you guys come in, but brilliant. You are a superstar.
Perfect, mate.
That's what he looks like, people. Mark Ginger Baker. So this is unexpected. So me and Ad we're jumping in the car and we've got to drive to Solihull to go and pick up some brake pads. because I've actually gone through a whole set of brake pads in the Alton Park and Donington session. So the guys are just dropping the gearbox out the car, and we are off because unfortunately everyone out here is basically out of brake pads. So we're going to go on. We know someone who's got some. We're going to go and pick them up. 37 miles. So hopefully we'll get there. Traffic won't be too bad, but just go and get some brake pads. Mercy mission complete. We have brake pads now. Let's turn around and go back to Donington Park. But there was a crash on the way, so we're going to have to try and avoid that. But we did that really quickly. How long did that take?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Let's go back. Mercy dash over. We have arrived back at Donington Park. I've got to remember where the car was now. Set of brake pads for a Renault Clio.
No, we don't need them, mate.
I'll tell you what, I'll need them on this. So we did our Mercy dash for our brake pads. Now I don't know whether this will come out on camera, but that is the pad that we took out the car. That's 2 sessions worth, and that is what it's meant to look like. So no wonder I had a bit of a spongy brake pedal. But I'm going to grab the camera off Adam because these guys have just been legendary. Okay, so they are now just towards the end of pretty much the clutch, the new gearbox, and the clutch is they've changed the clutch as well. So that's been changed. They're just kind of, I guess, getting fluids back in and things. But in the time it's taken us to drive to Solihull and back, which was, how long did it take us that? About
30 minutes.
30 minutes each way. They've changed the gearbox. Very, very impressive.
Bolts in there, bolts in there. Got Gareth, where's your
instructor?
Yeah.
I'm an instructor.
Multitasking.
Yeah. These look like the hands of an instructor.
So this is why when you come racing you need full support, because there's no way, you know, I'd have basically, that would have been it, game over, or I'd have had to do a race without first gear, which wouldn't have been great, and I'd have actually probably not been able to race anyway because my pads were so knackered. So amazing. That's what the guys at JJ Performance do when they run a car for you. You know, they just make sure it works and make sure it's absolutely spot on for the next day. So that is where I'm going to draw this video to a close. I think it's been an epic day, really great on track. Obviously we've had a few car issues, but they're all hopefully sorted now. We had a bit of a Mercy dash out to Solihull to pick up some brake pads, which was quite good, and we avoided the biggest traffic jam in the world thanks to my sat-nav in my Mini, which is brilliant. But yeah, so you guys need to tune in to the next episode, which is going to be tomorrow, qualifying. But I hope you've enjoyed that. We're now going to go and walk the circuit, I think, but I hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come. And as the sun goes down here at Donington Park at the end of my final test before my first race weekend, I'll see you on the next film, guys, which is going to be qualifying tomorrow. You need to stay tuned to that one. Anyway, I'll see you on that film, guys. You take care. Drive safe.